either.
I'm tall. No! We're gonna get you logged back in,
Yeah.
and you're going to study. You can do it.
No,
怖くないですよ. You can do it. Hey guys, before we get started, I wanted to share a quick tip. If you're learning a language, I wanted to let you know about a website called italki.com. This is actually the resource I use to find a native teacher who's teaching me Italian. But if you're looking for custom one-on-one lessons in Japanese, English, or another language, definitely check out the link below to see how you can get a free lesson. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, a lot of you have been asking about how you can get started learning Japanese. So, this is Boomer. He wants to learn Japanese. Boomer already knows a few phrases.
Oh, in pizza.
And pizza.
美味しいです。ピザ食べたい。日本に行きます。外いる。了解。行こう。賞味期限。
I'm running late again.
さすがララタちゃん。勉強します。すごいね。
すごいね。
すごいね。
He can interject into a conversation, but when it comes to starting one and kind of getting things going, we can work on that. That being said, this is Boomer, and he wants to learn Japanese.
I do.
So we have to get him there. So the first step is to pick a timeline. Set smaller time frame goals. So like, maybe in 3 months I want to be able to do this, or in 6 months I want to be able to do this. So today, your timeline is you need to be able to speak Japanese.
That's 5 months.
By September.
Yeah.
So you have a 5-month timeline to get ready. You have 5 months. The second thing we need to do is we need to figure out what it is that you want to do. So basically, we have 5 months to do a certain set of things. But in general, this is going to be Buchan's plan, and maybe it's like a good example to get started. So, first of all, you need to make a basic sentence using what's called a copula. Copula is basically the equal sign. It's how you say this is this. The second thing you need to be able to do is make interjections, which you pretty much already do. But interjections and adjectives are basically words that you can just kind of throw in and sprinkle in so that you don't really have to say much, but you can always make commentary and really get in on the conversation. If we're at a restaurant, hey, Boo-chan, このラーメンどう?
美味しい.
美味しいですね. The next thing you need to be able to do is ask questions. After that, you need to be able to describe what you want. So like, I want to eat this, or I want to go here, or I want, etc. So talking about your likes, what you want, things that you want, and verbs, actions that you want to do. Especially food. And then, like you said before, restaurant words, train words, basic counting, and I'm going to add in something special, electronics.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Talk about your phone charger, no reception, email, etc. because that's usually how you communicate. Basic Japanese, 初級レベル日本語やりましょう! That's what we're going to do. So, the third thing you need to do first, if you haven't already, is to refresh your
knowledge.
No, kana. Kana. Hiragana, katakana. Like maybe a little bit of kanji if you're going to Japan, maybe like the kanji for the stops that you're going to be going to, but not really. You can get by with English. You can't read your resources if you can't read basic Japanese alphabet. So that's what you're going to be doing first.
Yep.
Woo! I'll also send you a website to taikimsguidetojapanese.org. That's my favorite free resource if you can't afford a textbook. But just going through there, I'm going to point out some of the grammar points that you need. Ooh, grammar is good for you. You can't make a sentence without grammar. But basically, once you can use that grammar, you need to practice. That's the last step.
And practice.
So you have the ability, you have a native Japanese speaker to do that as well.
So lucky.
But for the rest of you guys, if you don't have a Japanese tutor, I highly recommend, you've heard me say it before, italki.com. I can help you get a free lesson in the link below if you click it. But in terms of audio, if you can't find a Japanese speaker, try to keep an audio diary and just record your voice and practice that way as well and see if you can find someone to check it for you. So that's what we're going to do. Your timeline, your 5-month timeline starts today. So some of you guys may be curious what you are using to do that. These guys. These are flashcards.
Yeah.
And they have each of the characters and then words in Japanese that use that character, and then on the back it has the English version of those words.
Yep.
So you can go through that.
I used to make my own flashcards back when I studied other languages, and it really helped me memorizing vocab because you write it down and then you flip through it. So this saved me a lot of time.
Yeah.
hours.
These are just a few pages, but I used to write all of your textbooks so that you could use the kana in order to practice the grammar that you needed to start saying things. Well, the truth is, ain't nobody got time for that. So
true.
I bought you this a long time ago. Nihongo 90 Days of Japanese Language. This one is all in Japanese, so you really need to know kana for this one. Your friend also bought you this. I think mine's like an earlier edition.
Yeah, this one looks a little thicker.
Here's the updated edition from Japanese from Zero, written by George Trombley from Yes Japan. You guys may have remembered me. I used to actually be on the Yes Japan website a lot. Those are the golden days. But
I mean,
what are your like initial thoughts?
That one looks a lot more intimidating for me because it's like and that's all in Japanese, and as you can see, this is a little bit more English friendly. There's English in there. Probably easier way to start reinforcing what you learn with the flashcards because you can write it down. Like I like to write things.
Throughout the lessons, there will be a new section where you learn, okay, here's the next line of letters. But until that point, those letters will always be written in English. And then by the time you get to that page where that letter is, or that character is introduced, then they start using that character. So you are slowly introducing the character as you're using them in sentences so that you can kind of do both at once. You can learn kana while you're still learning grammar so that it doesn't have to be like one and then the other.
Yeah.
And kind of save time that way.
That's a good way to sort of like reinforce learning hiragana and learning grammar and maybe some vocabulary at the same time.
Yep.
I like that. I like that one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. Pick your short-term timeline, the few goals that you absolutely want to do in that timeline, then break them up across that time, practice,
勉強します。
and then, you know, if you can, find someone who speaks Japanese to work with, some sort of teacher to keep you on track. And then that's where we're going to start from there. And then in 5 months, we're going to check back in with you, Buchan, and see if you were actually able to get it done. You can do it.
No, 怖い。
怖くないですよ. You can do it.
I think I can do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you heard it. Here again. This is Buchan.
Buchan.
He wants to learn Japanese.
I do.
5 months.
5 months.
We'll check back in.
Okay.
And we will see you there.
Then.
Let's go!
Oh.
Ow! じゃあ今日はご視聴ありがとうございました。この動画が良かったらグッドボタンとシェアとチャンネル登録もぜひお願いします。He'll understand all of that in 5 months.
I hope so.
I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye!